Hi everybody, Erin Wester here. I wanted to do a video to share my story a little bit more. I know I've been a coach now, Beachbody Coach for 4 years, but a lot of people don't actually know my story. They don't know how I got started. They don't know why I continued coaching after 4 years, after having a lot of struggles, and understand why I'm working so hard on my business for myself and my family. But basically, 4 years ago when I started as a coach, I was just about to graduate from grad school with my master's in social work from Loyola. I knew it was going to be very hard to find a job, even with a master's. The social work field is very competitive, and to get a good paying, low stress job, you need to work in the lower ranks and work your way up. So I knew I needed a little bit extra money to help me do that. I had been a coach a year before that, but really hadn't made any money, had quit, really was just doing it for the discount then, not talking to anybody, not making any money. Kind of makes sense now, but then it didn't make sense. So I said, well, I might have difficulties finding a job. I might as well do something, because I was working at Starbucks, not great money. It was a job, it was insurance. I'm like, a little bit extra would be great. So I signed up as a coach June 2010. I worked really hard in my business, became Emerald in 30 days and Diamond in 75 days. It's making like $1,000 a week. I was pretty happy with that, but just kind of stopped working the business, stopped doing my workouts, stopped doing lots of things because, I have a lot of personal issues myself. I was in an abusive relationship with my son's father. My self-esteem was really low. I have major issues with emotional eating. I had a hard time sticking with a workout program. I was just struggling. I was yo-yoing my weight. I started out at 225, got down to like 190, eventually made it down to 160, but I just let that keep creeping up, and I realized I can't do this anymore. I need to really think about what I'm doing and really work on myself and my business. So April of this year, I really decided, this is what I'm going to do. I have a fairly good job. I like my job. I get paid pretty well. Not as stressful as my past jobs, but I still don't have that freedom of time. Freedom of time is what I want. I have an 8-year-old son. My husband would like to have another kid, both us both having to work. It's really tough. We want to be in a point where I can stay home with the kids and do Beachbody full time. That's really the goal. I know my son has had me working his whole entire life. I know if I could stay home with him and be there for all of his activities, go to all his field trips, really be there and not say, well, I have to work, I can't do that, I have to work, I can't do that, I have to work, I can't get off, I can't do that, I need to reschedule your appointment, I can't get off work. That just kills me, and I want to be able to work my business while he's at school and devote all the other time to him and my husband. And with Beachbody, I have a full-time job. I'm trying to build my business. And it does take time. It doesn't come overnight. But getting the messages from people saying that I'm helping them lose weight, saying that I'm helping them leave a bad relationship, I'm helping them to see something in themselves that they've never seen before, that makes every minute worth it. Try to explain to my son why I have to devote the time now so I can have the free time later. I need to do this for me. I need to do this for my family. My son is my why. He's why I coach. He is why I want to be healthier. I want to be around for him for a long time. It's a little emotional. It was very hard as a single parent. It was very difficult. I had to live with my parents. It was horrible. They've been great. They've been so supportive. But I want to show them that I can do this on my own, that I can support my family, that I can be everything that I ever wanted to be and really enjoy what I'm doing. Yeah, being a social worker, you help people, but you're not really being paid for your time. You're being paid hourly. You're getting stress. Beachbody, you get paid for what you put in. You work hard, put in the time, you make more money. Social work doesn't really work like that. You will get the same hourly wage no matter how hard you work. And I love being able to show how hard I work by how much I make in Beachbody. July of next year is the goal to when I can leave my job. By then, most of my debt should be paid off. I paid $9,000 in debt since June of this year. This is why I coach, and I coach for those messages that I get those messages that say how much I helped. And that's why I coach. And that's why we run these groups, to help people.